I should see what Neve has to say.
Okay. When the team returns to the Shadow Dragons, they discover a plot could endanger all of Minrathous. Sure. Does anyone else want to talk here? I imagine not much has changed. Oh! Lucanus and Bilar are hanging out. We can check on them.
Hey, Lucanus, you haven't seen a glowing crystal, have you? About this big?
In the pantry?
It, might be moving around. Crawling, even.
I'll keep watch.
Is there something we should know about Bilara? You doing some experimentations or something? Hey, shouldn't you be fixing that knowledge AI database thingy? I feel like you've just been leaving it in your room and not doing too much with it. What's up with that? It's probably tied to some sort of main quest progression, I guess. Let me check on Harding before we talk to Neve. Did you decorate this place a little bit?
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
How very elfy of you. You would expect normally that a dwarf would prefer underground and the stone and stuff, but Harding's the surface dwarf, so a little bit different. I took a little bit of time to add points for all of my companions, and I noticed that I think each companion has 4 skills, and then one of those 4 skills, there's an upgrade you can get that makes it so that it automatically activates at a certain interval, or it has a chance to do that. So I made sure to get that upgrade for all of our companions, which hopefully will smooth out our battling a little bit more. And then
need and knowledge.
We can upgrade this as well. Max upgrade level. Cool. Which, do I still have enough resources to do anything with this? Yeah. No, I want to look at the actual upgrades.
The fires are lit.
Is it okay for me to just upgrade everything? More importantly, is there a upgrade all button or what? Oh, but look at the materials though, we don't have that much of it. That's it. These are all... Yeah, I have these equipped. So they were good things to upgrade, I think. I don't have much else for the rest of you though. Or do I? Maybe I do. There needs to be an upgrade all button. We're just going through all this. Lucanus is pretty decked out. Look at that epic dagger. I think each companion, they use resources that come from their own regions, right? That's why we're not really like super running out yet. Okay. Alright. Neve. You got any... Actually, before we talk about... Or talk to Neve. Any codex entries from last time? Sure are. Shadow Dragons. Detective turned shadow. An old unsigned letter haphazardly filed with handwriting samples annotated by Neve. Neve Gallus. Sight slant and penmanship, narrow loops. I know you know who I am. I know you're a few people and another I didn't know about? Check. I suspect you know who I work with. Smooth connectors, good ink, but can't fully hide the flourish. Expensive schooling. A time and place will follow. You'll know them when you see them. If you're interested, we could use someone like you. Is this where I bring the light? Interesting. Oh, Neve is using her detective skills to analyze people's handwriting? Someone's schooling. Being sussed out from their handwriting is kind of interesting. Makes sense. I'm not even sure if literacy rates are that high in Thedas. It might not be, so yeah, someone who knows how to write might be pretty privileged right off the bat. Antivan Crows. A letter from House Deriva. Lucanus, you're right. We knew they were coming, but the Antam invasion still caught us unprepared. Buying a Talon was a move that paid off for them. Emil Cortez was too skilled. and we were too busy picking up the pieces when the strike came. Worse, they hit without warning and had us in their grip fast. Too fast. They bought someone else. Maybe a lot of someone's. We haven't yet found all the throats that need cutting. Now we have Kunari in control of all of Antiva. Treviso is like their favorite toy. They flaunt the occupation here, showing off how they took charge of our poor, lawless people for their own good. I know you just got out and too much has happened already, but we still have work to do, Viago. Buying a Talon? Like there's infighting among the Antivan crows, or one of them was what led to the Antom getting Treviso? Oh. The Della Morte Vineyards. Viago, do you have a map of the Antom's movements through Antiva, or records of their activity? From an offhand remark, I learned a vineyard south of Treviso was burnt to the ground. It was one owned by the Della Mortes. I visited a few times. I remember the sign at the front gate and its brightly painted vines. Katerina was ensuring the families impacted were taken care of. I should ensure the same. Lucanus. A reply. A note attached to Viago's reply. V has attached everything you need to know and more. I've added a list of every contract closed with an Antom as a target. We have suffered, but the Antom have never been unchallenged. I have a bottle from the vineyard you mentioned. We'll drink it when the Treviso is ours again, and it will be all the sweeter. Make Treviso great again. I hope we can get it back, but there's a lot going on in this world these days. Seeking Zara, Lucanus. Here's everything I could find on Zara, at least when she's in Minrathous. As you know too well, she's frequently absent from the city, from the country itself, half the time. Those trips are for longer than people think. Rumor has it she gets an imposter to sit in magisterium meetings for her. Oh, she's a magister. She wants the glamour of power without the boredom. She used to sponsor magical research in Minrathous, but that stopped abruptly. Likely when she took her hobbies elsewhere, Neve. Oh, Neve searched for us anyway, even though Ilario was all like, oh no, we don't need Neve. Attached to Neve's notes, Thea. Zara will still have associates in Treviso. If these notes can help track them down, use them. Perhaps a frequent guest at her gatherings, or money we can follow since it left the Tevinter Imperium. Zara is vain, egotistical, and cruel. Expect nothing less from those who sought her favor. Lucanus. Oh, I thought she was more of like a in the shadows kind of person, but it actually sounds like she's a known quantity. A publicly known quantity. Sits in magisterium meetings, has some standing in society, and all that.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Sounds good to me. By the way, Neve, are your injuries ever gonna heal? Or is this just the way it's gonna be? Yeah. The gods are slowing down the team in the crossroads by magically sealing off the paths. Shadows of Minrathous. We go back to Docktown. Nothing else for us, right? Nothing obvious anyway. Gate of Faded Glories. Gate of Deep Sorrows. No, that's the... Those are the level-gated stuff. Neve and... Lucanus. Yeah, apply Sundered, detonate Sundered. Easy picks. I changed out one of my skills too. The arrow, the necrotic arrow one, I changed it for a hurricane that's also necrotic. We'll see it in action later.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Oh, thank you, I guess. I don't know that guy at all. He's just covered his face up the last time we saw him. That's it. Shadow Dragon's hideout. Oh, what are these graffitis? Red figures that are chained and they get unshackled. Oh, because they rescue slaves. Yeah, okay.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Darkspawn, Blight, here as well.
Raining again.
I once heard that's because all the magic that keeps the Archon's palace floating messes with the clouds.
Typical, huh?
Magic affecting the weather. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that can happen, and probably they don't even care about it that much. Where does this go? Not where we're supposed to be. We can get stuff. Alright, let's head back this way. Yeah, so the new skill that I got is called Hurricane of Blades. Hits up to 4 times. The final strike deals more damage. We'll see. Ooh, fancy door opening technology.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
But it's not on purpose, right? They're not putting the Darkspawn in those tunnels specifically to stop you from rescuing people. I'm just thinking, do they know about what you're doing?
Hello.
Hi. Fellow Kunari.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask.
Right, so they're weak right now. I can sell the stuff to them that's like 15. Oh, oops. And then try to bolster up their strength that way. Scepter of Shadows. Should I give that to Neve? We could. It's not too pricey. I like what she's wearing right now, though. Lightweight and silent, perfect for a dragon who seeks justice in the shadows. How does it compare to what she has right now? Oh, it's just a little bit better. Nah. Costs money, you know?
Till next time.
The scepter that I just got for Neve. Higher cold damage, less stagger. Okay. Okay, this is back out to where we were before in the market.
I'm Hector. I watch the front. Make sure things are quiet.
Rook.
Good to meet you. Be careful out there.
Wait, I thought you guys were like an underground illegal resistance group, but you just have like this big entrance. And you're like, welcome.
Rook?
It's not so bad out here, right? Get to sleep listening to sounds of the harbour.
It reminds me of Kirkwall. Kind of. Just want to see the map of this place. Uh-huh. Yeah, we looked around a little bit last time. Okay. Alright. This time we're going this way.
You know the antiquarian?
Seriously, do I know you from somewhere?
Days well.
No, do you recognize me?
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Venatori, why are they so close to the shop?
Oh. There's Blight here, and they're probably working together somehow.
More death, more power!
Time to finish it.
There you go.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Not a very hidden tunnel, actually.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Well, let's hope we can clear the tunnel.
Don't like the sound of that.
Oh. Blight. Blocked off.
Did it? We can get through now.
I hate tunnels. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. Don't let them run for reinforcements.
You want to climb the ladder?
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori? We have to take out the leaders.
What if I don't go down? You come to me. You come to me. Okay, I come to you.
Under fire! Watch it!
Woo! Here's a hurricane. Cold Mage, vulnerable to ice. Go, Neve!
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
Nah. We'll probably have plenty to work with.
Got things ready.
Oh, there's way more. Fire, resistant to necrotic. Okay, so I shouldn't be using my necrotic skills then. You guys can attack that.
Thanks, Hannes.
It's nothing.
Oh, there's a...
No good. There must be another one.
Oh! Brother Nomad, vulnerable to ice yet again. Just attack. Keep attacking. Oh, that mage is annoying. Break your stance.
Take your shot.
They are worthy enemies.
The mage is healing them.
Snipers!
Ah!
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know, and that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Oh! Oh, I just got hurt from that. Somehow. No, we're good. Venatori, the Blight, Darkspawn, because the Venatori are working with the elven gods. I think we kind of got the vibes already that was what was happening. Was it just the beginning of the tunnel that was affected? It sounds like that was what they were saying. Paul of the Unknown Magister. Well, it's quiet here.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
Oh. A lot of little nooks and crannies in Docktown.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
Hey, man.
Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
Where... I don't remember being here earlier before. Where exactly in the hideout is this place?
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
Wait, they were very, very close to the hideout entrance. And we came back here in, like, less than 3 minutes. We gotta be careful then. Otherwise, they're gonna come again and... that wouldn't be pretty.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them, or worse, they could be allied somehow.
I think they are
if you're
allied.
looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
On the other side of town?
Tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their...
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Well, Viper, it's like you're so fearsome and then someone gives you a nickname, right? That kind of thing. Am I allowed to walk when the people are talking? Don't cut off my dialogue, please. I want to listen to it. Quick way to go back down unlike last time. Venatori are even here?
Venatori, we're close.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No blocking that one. Didn't even get to check out that barrier yet. Are there people here? Yup. What are you weak against? Ice.
More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Oh, but then you gotta be in the hurricane. Oh, I think yeah, I really do feel like the target switching is a little bit too sensitive. You see the way I was flipping him back and forth here. I wanted to target the nearest person, but sometimes I think it's taking the nearest person in the center of the screen without considering the physical distance, if that makes sense. See, like, it'll get the guy that's like all the way over here instead of the people standing next to me because this guy's in the center. Oh, you got a thing. You got a thing. There's a kitty standing there. Did you see? Oh, nice. I like that. Nice. Wait, we're supposed to be here? What about the...
We're in the clear.
Venatori, stop leaving the rooftop passage open. It lets in a draft. The Venatori are saying that?
Someone's mad about their fellow Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open.
Let's in both drafts and people. Yes?
They just casually write out, hey fellow Venatori, don't do this, okay? Just wanted to check this part. Oh!
Smite the heretic!
Blood hunting zealot. Ice. And then combo.
Done. There you go.
No, get out of here.
Now's your chance.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Oh, I think we were supposed to come find it from this side, maybe? Right, I kind of went about it backwards. Or, no, it just comes back down this way as well.
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Oh, now we're supposed to go this way, maybe. The same way we went last time? Don't mind if I do. I expect...
Lots of Venatori. Yep. We must be close.
Live and fight, fool!
Oh, dang it. My friend's here?
That's all the Venatori guarding the place.
Just 2. Not so bad.
Someone conveniently left the rooftop entrance open again.
That's gonna be their downfall. Oops. Didn't see the ladder. You ready to rock and roll?
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Well, let's go interrupt one then. Perfect timing for me. They're doing some chanting. No? Band of smoke. A cold, menacing band. Cold damage. Or health? Cold damage? Yeah, okay, it's 15%. The percentage is better than my previous one.
They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
Uh-oh.
We stop them, then we figure it out.
They're controlling Darkspawn.
I am empowered.
Like, it can be controlled. That's not a good sign.
Not in my city.
Do not falter.
Can they just get them all from here? Are they not dying?
Kill them where they stand.
I feel like they're not dying.
The faithful cannot.
They're all chained to each other. Flame chained. The Hurlock?
Nice
My
work.
job's done.
The Hurlock. Fire. Resistant to necrotic. So it's not
Your turn.
good for me.
I've got the setup, you do the rest.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing.
It's not better. Oh.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
We see the blight as like the bubbly, pussy stuff on the vines, but is it a liquid? Is it... what is it? I don't actually know. Venatori missive. Knight Commander Welonz, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Continue to serve us and you will be richly rewarded. For the glory of Tevinter Reborn.
This note. Knight Commander Welonz of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
In Tevinter, things are just quite different from the south. Venatori actually have a significant amount of power here. A warning. Shadow dragons are watching us. Do not let them get close. The exact location of their hideout is unknown, but they use the catacombs. Send Darkspawn to root them out. They know.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
The Venatori officially are every bit as illegal as shadow dragons in Tevinter, aren't they? I know Venatori probably realistically has way more power, but still. It's like one illegal organization trying to hunt down another illegal organization. Ritual instructions. Elgarnon has blessed us with the ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
They can't gift the ability.
Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help.
Oh. Where'd you come from? Hey man, yeah, I discovered some pretty disturbing stuff. Elgarnon is in on this.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
We'll make do. Cross the bridge when we come to it.
We can handle anything the Venatori throw at us.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
They didn't trust me just now because I'm an outsider, but they really should have double not trusted me for being a Kunari. I feel like I really need them to add a few more of these lines here, because if you're gonna let me be a Kunari, then you have to respond to that. Granted, I'm guessing this is resource budget constraint issue. Hi, I'm Rook.
Who are you? And can we trust you?
Look at that. There are bounds to my infamy after all. Refreshing.
Rook's been working with us. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
I hope Minrathous hasn't been unkind to you. Tevinter is wary of the Kunari thanks to old and ongoing enmities. Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
You gonna throw me back to the lighthouse? No, just let me continue. I want to see a Grey Warden. The Blight's here. We gotta get to the Grey Wardens. Shadows of Minrathous. The Venatori serve the risen gods who have given the cultists magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. The cult's influence and power spreads, which means trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond. You have been acknowledged as a Shadow Dragon ally. Visit the merchant to buy new equipment and appearances. Dogtown is available now. And we're level 16.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them. Rook?
Asher? How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Tarquin?
Gallus.
Everyone just loves saying everyone else's names. Alright. I get the feeling... Oh, there's a new quest here now. What is it? We don't know what it is yet. Meet the First Warden. Oh, is it not this one? No, it's not actually, because that one... It's this one. No. No. This is where we meet the Grey Warden. Very far from anything we've ever even been to yet. I'll... check out this one first.
They're telling us to watch out for Darkspawn.
Will we get any help from the Grey Wardens?
I imagine the Grey Wardens have their hands full elsewhere.
No? No? Why would they... You gotta come help. The Blight's here. What else could you be doing that's more important? Nothing else. Or maybe they mean that there's Blight in other places too. Candlehop study. Do I remember a time when Candlehops didn't run messages through the city? Such remarkable magical constructs. They seem to have no particular allegiance to the palace and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to actively avoid the cult. I even saw one burn their pamphlets. Where do they come from? And is it just me or have there been more candle hubs around lately? Magical constructs. Hello?
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
That was this lady, right?
I heard about the warehouse. Darkspawn, huh? Those damned Venatori.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work harder
Keep safe out there.
to eliminate all of this. Were there codexes? Nope. Let's check this out. No. This way.
I'm almost getting used to this city again, but it still needs fewer Venatori.
Venatori are freaking everywhere.
They're good, right? On an easy mark, sure. If you want to aim higher, you need different ink for the label. I know someone.
Who are you scamming here? I can't really go in and confront them. Oh. Oh my god, they're dead. Demons. Where'd they come out of randomly?
I'll make this quick.
Despondence. Oh, that's like a bigger demon. They just killed this guy?
It's no good. I'm blinded.
Do we have to get the thing to not be blind? Oh, it kind of looks like the wall of lights. That's tricky. Blinding us. Can you guys see? Go! What are you weak against?
On it.
Oh, see, it's so annoying. Wait. Hey. Just die already.
Ready, Rook.
What was that?
Everyone still alive?
Barely. Oh, there were people in here too, and they were just like, whoa, another day in Dogtown when things are happening left and right. What on earth was that? Back to the guy there. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of blood. Neve?
Souls alone as the light left. I was there, less alone.
It's a spirit of compassion.
My own name. But what of theirs? 3 I've found, felled by demon claws, murdered. A connection I cannot see. I have impressions. But if I learn more, answers might unfold. This one. Green against grey stone. Rain, nourish. How she watched it bloom. Find who she was.
Demonic murders. Yes, this person just straight up got murdered in the middle of town, and is anyone gonna care about it?
We've got a trail. We just need to follow it.
I don't know, it doesn't seem like it. Where are we now? This is back in the Temple of Andraste.
There. Strike now!
What the frick? They're all already... Venatori right here. Okay, I need you to lock onto the people closest to me. Not the people 5 miles away.
Stay in cover.
Ow! Ow, 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 ow.
Need to move. Finale moves yours.
You are commanded. Impressive, Neve.
So, hiring the demon of Virandium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
A job is a job. Oh, what the?
More trouble.
That was fast.
Stop failing, fools!
And Rook takes that.
Very inspirational. Stop failing. I think, therefore I am. Is that the strategy they're going for? Wait, so there's multiple things to be going to here? This part. Oh, here we go. They all died the same way. Demon's gonna come
demon
up.
Killing.
Get ready.
Targets ahead.
Remorse. Don't run away! Oh, you dumb thing. Just wasted my ultimate, didn't you? We can sorta... I don't want to waste my arrows on getting those little bubbles. Oh, oh no!
Down.
I'm down. I can't see. Can you guys lock on? You can't lock on because you can't see either.
Time to work.
Oh, those are not related to the blindness. It's just some attacks. How do I get there? Necrotic's not gonna do too much to them, right? No, resistant to ice, so bad for Neve to be here. The spirit fell down and died. Okay. How do we jump back over there? Token of true flight. Rarity increased.
Compassion?
This one. Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
Oh, this was a Kunari.
They left a trail. Sloppy, but useful.
I try to do the work in the day, but it's hard to focus. Hard not to think about. At night, there was a whisper. The speaker wouldn't step from the mist, but I could smell his breath, like burnt cinnamon. He said he could help with the research and... Sybil, I don't know if I can do this alone. I don't want our dream to die. What would you do? Unmarked journal. Sybil. Feel like we've heard that name before. There's a fast travel thingy here. Just to get it.
And another Fenarel altar.
Letter never sent. Sybil, we're right. I'm sure of it. There's so much more here, so much to learn. We'll find it together. The letter continues in a shaky hand below. But we won't, will we? The demons took you. And how can I do this alone? How did you make things feel possible, Sybil? I don't know how. Locked from the other side. Here's the statue. It's over there. Property of Marcus Scholar. The The wolf statue has experienced a shift in the surrounding magical energies. I'm certain of it. And I'm certain it means something. There's more to all of this than we have recorded. Truths we don't see. It's just as Sybil said. Story buried in ruins. I won't let our work be corrupted. I continue this work for her.
Property of Marcus, scholar.
Story beneath the ruins. Fear for the future. And yet, he continued. For himself and for her. There are others. I would know more of them.
Didn't have to go through a demonic killing this time. Back over here. With the lights? These lights seem like they're related to... Where's the wolf statue pointing? I feel like they're related to these lights. Because the blue lights generally mean it's related, right? Hold on. Should we zip away that far? Because I feel like it won't be that far either. Where should... We can always go back here easily. I'm just curious. Let's try taking the zipline then. Finding the statue will give us a whole skill point, so it's nice to have. Don't want to leave without it, but if I don't see it. I think we'll be back though. Okay, I think this is going further and further.
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Alright, loosen up the tension here, guys. No, it's actually back over this way. Next fast travel thingy I see, maybe switch out people. Change it up a bit. And we're back in the market area. Oh, that is...
Always good to have a convenient shortcut.
That looks like another killing to me. I see a lot of blood here.
Demons.
Oh, jeez, man.
It looks like another victim. We need to chase this down.
Isolation. Oh god, those balls. Where are you, man? I don't know what you're weak against. Fire. I don't think anyone here has fire. Unfortunately. Stop being dumb and stand still. Hey. Combo it. Oh no, you comboed some random shade. I wanted you to get the main one. Ah!
Got things ready.
Real sick of your teleportation business. Shades.
Say they were. On it.
Oh, necrotic vulnerability. Oh my goodness. I need to get this damn thing. Ah! just getting pummeled by the little balls they shoot out. Please, I'm begging you, die. Today.
Nice work, Rook.
Oh. Took forever.
The spirit of compassion and another murder victim.
This one. A roof denied, eyes skim over, yet a world smudged in shadow, so beautiful. Find who he was.
Can we? Bridge murder. Oh, I see. Hold on. Like, we gotta find the person and then we gotta figure out what happened to them, right? So we actually haven't finished the... Like, we have to solve the bridge murder and the market murder. So this is the market murder now, but we haven't finished with that other person yet, have we? Right, so we might have to go back for that. Because I was following the little waypoint, but it looks like we're meant to be doing a little bit more here. Up here, perhaps? Or... not? That's blocked off. It's solving... oh, it's following the blood is probably enough. Charcoal drawing of the market. There are more shadows than people in the crowd. A man weeps in the corner, but no one notices except the shadows. The drawing is unsigned. Another charcoal drawing of demons dragging screaming civilians into the shadows. One figure is left behind, a victim with a sword through their heart. Other civilians flee in terror from the scene as fear spreads through the city. An artist of some kind? Drawing of a Dogtown rooftop. A menacing shadow looms in the background, but the man in the drawing has turned away from it, his face lit by a sunrise breaking through the fog. The artist's name is signed below, Evander. He was Evander.
Charcoal drawings by someone named Evander.
A world smudged in shadow. He drew Dogtown's darkness, but also its light. A faint connection begins to bind them. We must find the third.
But we didn't... Do I have to go back to the bridge? Because I didn't figure that one out, right? That was the very first one.
A cat.
Yeah. Alright. To go back to the bridge, we could just go back. Yeah, this is the wall of light. The blood was here. Here we go. Page torn from a journal. The voice was real. The one in the shadows. There was the same smell as last time too. Fog and burnt cinnamon. And it knows about the money, the debt. What am I supposed to do? The temple is still closed. How do I get out of this? The voice made promises and I'm just so tired. Did you get possessed? Oh, it was in here! Hortensia's garden journal. Seeds, soil, a little more debt. But I can do this on my own. Whatever else I thought before. I just need time to grow again. The first blooms will be here soon. Everything feels better when that happens. The bright flowers and green leaves are all cheery next to the gravestone. We all need time to grow.
Hortensia. She was a gardener.
Green against grey. In debt, desperate, but still found hope. All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Do you know something about the murder victims? What connected them?
Each was desperate. Each heard a whisper that tempted them, and each turned away. They defied the one who called them. The demons we saw were merely minions. Too late for these. But now I can watch and protect others. Something larger stirs, calling the desperate. I cannot see what. No, the hope you bring Dogtown thwarts it, and may you continue.
We help the spirit of compassion. That's a good thing, I suppose. Alright. Nothing new in the codexes. Nothing too crazy anyway. Points for Rook. Perfect defense applies bleeding to your attacker. Oh, I barely block. I don't block right. It could be nice to have, but I just don't think it's gonna happen that often. Primer duration? I can do primers, I can do detonations as well. Perfect dodge, perfect defense. Control abilities deal 75% more damage against armor. Yeah, we have control abilities. You can't see it here, no. But we do have control abilities. Anyway. How about we switch out? Should I go back to the lighthouse or go to meet the warden directly? Can we see if there's anything in Peace Vigilance? Because that's a main quest. Maybe I'll just really quickly go back. Neve has something for me.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
Oh, you mean the wisps are moving your stuff?
Solus lived here. The Dreadwolf. It was gonna have quirks.
Solus is the worst tenant I followed, and that's saying something.
Maybe they like you.
Why are they even here to begin with? Are they attracted to your magical power?
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tivinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Neve is actually quite well known. A lot of friends, even more enemies. Yeah.
Well, that tells me you're a big enough name to have enemies.
No, but the Magister was. Some Docktown nobody gets involved with his case? That's good gossip. They forgot my name in a week. The real trick with that job was the client ratting me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
If it's in the papers. If it's happy, it means nothing really happened. So maybe not even deserving enough to be in the paper. Hate to be.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says that they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die?
What?
Oh, it's a novel.
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
One company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Okay, I'm ready to go now. At least everyone seems to be getting along fine here. Theories on the Scarred Queen. Written in Balara's scrawling hand. Neve, first 3 issues are done. Already have some theories. So the way the Scarred Queen talks, it's very formal, very fancy. No one else talks like that in the Scarred Queen. Except the Warden Commander. And so far, they've never shared a single scene. Starting to think that they're the same person. Neve replies, nice theories, Belle. And more interesting than the Scarred Queen and the Warden Commander being sisters. If you want a theory back, some evidence points to the Scarred Queen being a manifestation of Malin's anger. When you read about her harrowing, the writer is very careful not to say how it ended. Not concretely anyway. Why leave that out? Feels deliberate. It's like a novel. They're following this novel together. That's cute. Do you wanna get going now, Neve? I could see you in Dogtown. Or we can check out what Balara and Lucanus are up to first.
The sauce is just cheese?
And the pasta water. Yes, and it has to be good cheese.
That shouldn't work. The sauce should break apart.
Antivan cooking is more complicated than magic, sometimes.
Oh? Are we getting Antivan food tonight? Grocery list in Lucanus' handwriting. Fresh eggs, smoked ham, smoked trout, onion, garlic, carrots, potatoes, cheese for grating, soft cheese for pairing with fruit, peaches if they're from Orlais, walnuts if I can find any, 2 good reds and a bottle of port. Cool, Balara and Lucanus will be our cooks then? Thank you guys. It's really nice. Wonder if we will be populating that other building soon, huh? Maybe once we meet the Grey Warden. Where's Harding? Oh, hey Harding.
Look at all those green leaves. You've really brought this place to life.
Amazing what a little weeding and water can do. They're growing so fast, too. Even the ones I haven't tended. Maybe they just needed someone to remind them?
The plants might be magical here, too. Oh, we're in the Fade. Anything can go. And so maybe they respond better to people speaking to them and nurturing them and all that. A study of Dogtown. Why don't we? These are all... Just to make sure, because everyone's been telling me, oh, do all the side stuff first, otherwise it'll get locked out later. Without you really being aware that it's suddenly gonna happen, so I've been trying to be careful about that. Dogtown. Yes. Bring Neve. I don't really feel like I have anything that combos with everyone. Balara applies Weakened, but so do I. Does anyone detonate Weakened? Is that even detonatable? Not sure.
Do people know you're back in Minrathous?
Oh, I imagine word will spread, eventually.
Your enemies won't be pleased.
And they'll do what, exactly? They've already ousted me from the Magisterium, and we know they're too cowardly to attempt anything else.
I know I said we couldn't trust you, but I'm still grateful you helped us when you did.
Trust is slowly built up, that's fine.
Brooke?
We got these here. Neve's case notes, Tarquin. Met the man shadowing me. Name's Tarquin. Got tired of his antics. Hid and doubled back to approach him from behind. If he was surprised, he hid it well. Said he wanted to know if I could be trusted before he spoke to me. Trust is a big thing with him, huh? I pointed out that my trustworthiness aside, his methods gave me no reason to trust him. He conceded. He wanted to know if I had a lead on the red lyrium potions coming through the docks. He'd seen evidence of a cover-up in Templar reports and wanted to compare notes. Might be able to make real progress from this. Rana's heard of him. A soldier from Ventus who quit the military and took a place with the Templars in Minrathous. Keeps his head down. Mostly deals with paperwork in the archives. Got the impression he isn't well liked by his superiors. Explains a side job. If you're not in the Magisterium into Winter, I imagine nobody really likes being here.
Rook.
Asher.
The Viper. Asher. More new faces in Docktown looking for work. Say they're refugees from the front, but the scars tell a different story. The shutdown of that textile mill north of Asariel was all over the broadsheets. Story says sold to new owners, but word on the street is that it's another successful slave rebellion. In just the past year, the South Nosson shipyard, the caravan moving slaves to Ventus, the mines and the 100 Pillars, perhaps more, if they kept it quiet. If you know who to ask, and you ask about the rebellions, you'll hear about the Viper. They say he arrives, helps the slaves, finds them new lives and disappears. I like the sound of it. Slave rebellions used to get put down easy. Something's changed. Is it just this mysterious Viper? Or is there something else going on here? So generally they try to shut down the news of rebellions because they don't want to have more people be inspired to try it. But if it's successful, then they can't suppress the news if someone successfully rebelled in one area.
That venatory stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to come.
You and me both.
There's gonna be a lot of where that came from, I think. Alright. Just meeting these people around here.
A candle hop. They carry messages through the city.
Oh, that's what the candle hop is. Curious about you. And you of us? Other candle hops. Find, please?
Is this for us? Strange. They want us to find more.
If I come across you.
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
Oh. Lorelei, the Shadow Dragon Fence. I thought Lorelei might be from Ferelden from the way she called her assistant Pup, and how she seems to be just a little bit more interested in news about the South than most people I've met up here. During the Fifth Blight, Taryn Logain sold people from the Denerim alienage to Devinter slavers to fund his war. Lorelei was one of those people. She doesn't want to talk about what happened, but it sounds like she joined the Shadows after they helped free her, in a rebellion they supported. Lorelei wears a little wood carving of Denerim's Venedal, Tree of the People. It's the one thing she kept from there. The slavers took everything else. From Harding's notes on the Shadow Dragons. Oh, so she's a city elf then. Yeah, in the alienages, they had that one tree. An elf who was forced to give up her heritage, pretty much.
I really got nothing for you.
It's fine. Neve does, and that's all that matters.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's serials, too.
The newspapers here, I would assume, are very, like, government oppressed. Like, government made.
All right.
It's not actual news.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me.
Used to working alone? So many pets here.
Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying.
Trouble at the palace?
Let's get started.
Magister
All
say
right.
no!
Flashy flyer, an act of contortion and song tonight at your humble lamplighter.
We'll take a paper, thanks.
Best word done.
Minrathous mirror. Drama in the palace? Is the Archon keeping secrets? Questions arose when the Archon abruptly left the assembly, but those queries have since spiraled into baseless speculation. Several magisters reached out to assure my readers that rumors of cult influence in palace affairs are false.
Ducktown, right here.
This one quotes several magisters, several lies.
How did you fall in with the shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The shadows brought me in after that.
I hope they pay you well. You seem competent. The vendor's big enough to have multiple newspapers.
More than one person. You'll read it here first.
Oh, look at those floating things. Wow.
One, please.
Dockside Discourse. Myth or man? Stories abound the masked figure who watches over Minrathous. While some question the so-called Viper's existence, or whether he is one man or many, increased sightings of the mysterious figure were reported throughout Docktown. Between a reign of demons and everyday woes, many welcome his presence.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
Seems fairly generic.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's easier.
But you like us, right?
You're all right.
I mean, we're just trying to save the world, that's
Another
all.
rebellion? Here's what we know.
One paper, thanks.
The Morning Scroll. Hope for the anti-slavery movement. Whispers of a successful rebellion in Marna's Pell have reached Minrathous streets. In light of distressing reports from all corners of the Imperium, the news brings a glimmer of hope for those continuing the fight in our capital. Okay, so this one doesn't seem government sanctioned.
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
Yeah, I feel like talking to people might get us more news in a place like this. Just reading the papers is like official stuff.
You've got a good eye. I'm starting to think my good neighbors lack taste. Go on, take a closer look.
I was just curious about... There's something red in the water over there. Maybe a reflection?
Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Neve.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks, I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Maybe another time. Today, I'm here to meet Neve's friends. Rook, by the way.
Friends? All right, then. Alec Tava. Does this mean we're even for...
No. But if you've got any news...
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything...
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate, personally?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about just now, too. We're doing all this, why read the newspapers? We have someone in there right there.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
I like trouble.
All right. Come on. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You want this paper here? The Weekly Truth. Can you trust your neighbor, a loved one, even yourself? The Venatori's influence continues to reach further and higher than we even suspected. But who else is under their sway? What more can they do? Our eyes are open. Some papers are probably garbage. Some of them are less garbage, which is kind of like real life. Weekly Truth Story Idea List. Secret research at the Circle, what they're covering up. New translation of the Catacombs' tablets, how a former mistranslation had us looking the wrong way. Can Dogtown's detective speak to cats? Feline leads in major cases. Snake people among us? Snake people? Oh, there's more. This is like a printing press. Draft for the Weekly Truth. A series of chalk symbols was found on rocks along the shoreline, along with the words, "The storm approaches." There was no sign of wreckage among the rocks, though this humble writer found a lantern, of unusual make, but clearly meant for the prow of a boat. The tide has since stolen the message, but dear reader, we still must ask, was this a message from across the sea? Who is across the sea?
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
The Kunari? I need to look at the world map again, probably.
You've lived in Dogtown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You see little glimmers of red stuff there, right? Just don't know what that is. I don't think I can access it from here, though. Alright, Neve, let's get more papers.
I'm sorry. Late night.
Who is this guard-looking guy? A guard?
What happened in Marnus Pell? First-hand account.
Which way you want to go? Haven't been to this back alley before.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble?
Serial in
No,
Minrathous.
but it's the best
latest
shot you've got.
chapter is here.
No one can really let their guard
We'll
down.
take one.
The Nightly Song. Or the Night Song, if you will. What secrets were in the painted box? Will our heroes find the truth? And do they truly want to? Read the next chapter of The Twisted Knife right here.
Circle District Gossip.
One of Belle's
Read
cereals.
the latest.
Great.
We're going around buying newspapers.
You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
You're too deep in now.
Real news in Dogtown. Get it here.
Paper, thanks.
The Imperium Secret. The makings of a scandalous love affair. Was that a prominent circle mage at the Silver Coin? The same circle mage known to frequent Dogtown's more interesting betting rings? And who was their mysterious friend? When I have answers, dear reader, you will too.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
But the vendor's massive. They've got like 5 to 6 different newspapers. It's bigger than I thought for sure.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Huh? Yeah. I'm good. Catch a show at the Cobbled Swan later? After work, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be here.
They sound like maybe they're into each other but a little shy. Let's not disturb them then. Alright, Neve, where's your place?
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
Smelling the salt in the sea.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us? Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
Of course it is. If we don't solve this, everyone's gonna be paying for it.
I'm the same way. Taking jobs that go wrong. I'm basically a walking disaster.
So you're saying I'm a disaster?
I'm saying you're not alone.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day, getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
It's a crappy home, but it's your home. And therefore you wanna do something about it.
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
I still feel like on the whole right now we're kind of pretty lighthearted for the situation we're in. The world is dying. The elven gods are gonna destroy everything, but I'm not really sensing that urgency that I expected. Like, oh my god, we should gather every single person here to help, because if we don't, then the world's gonna disappear and die. But here we're collecting newspapers and try to find news in Docktown. Bit of a dissonance, I think. Neve caught up on Docktown news and met with her thread contact, Elek. He told Neve there's been more Venatori in Docktown lately. If he learns anything more, Neve will hear about it. After enjoying her favorite fish fry stand, Neve reveals that her jobs tend to go sideways, so she expects the worst and looks for small wins. Maybe we should dump her. Get her out of here so that she doesn't ruin our job. She's a bad omen already. We don't want that around here. 2 skill points! Thank you, Neve. Right, so Neve, which one was it? Yeah, Glacial Pace. I don't have it equipped right now. I have this upgrade that makes it so that it triggers automatically. Maybe, sometimes. We have 4 skills total. No, we have 5 skills total, but you have 3 slots. So I put the other 4 on my slots, and then this one just auto-activates whenever. Okay. And maybe in a way I should be continuing to do this more then, because it might activate more often because I'm not the one having to babysit it. Weakened duration. Applies weakened? Does anyone detonate weakened? Is that even... Yeah, I don't know if that's detonatable. Weakened effectiveness. Weakened duration. Weakened duration, I guess. Okay. Then now... Shadow Dragons. Informant notes past work with Elek. Neve, who's your favorite purveyor of Docktown gossip? Those hollowed out books you're chasing, the ones with a deadly charm inside? I know which ship brought them in, but you would have found out without me, so I'll do you one better. I know the names of everyone who sailed it, on the official list or not. Some interesting family ties to some fancy addresses, a far walk from our neighborhood. I think we can both agree that it's good gossip. Better yet, it's on the house. You did me a favor over in Voldorma, and I'm doing you a favor now. Of course, we might call this great gossip. Above and beyond. Enough to make us even for that mix-up with the Starkhaven Falcon statue? Starkhaven! Wonder how Sebastian's doing, huh? Wasn't he gonna... The last thing I remember from him was that he was declaring war on the Inquisition. The Violet Haze. Oh, here we go. A knock sounded behind him, loud, quick, and urgent. Basil. paused to steady his heart before he crossed the room and opened the door. Was that brief pause all it took? No one stood on the doorstep. No shadowy figure retreated through the foggy streets. If an enchantment had been used to hide the visitor's steps, it was a good one. Basil sensed nothing. As far as he could tell, he was alone. Save for an envelope sealed with thick, violet wax. A chill gripped Basil then, deeper than the Dogtown mist. He snatched up the letter and pulled back inside. There was no settling his heart now. He knew before he ripped open the envelope what he'd find within. 3 small amethysts, polished and perfect. Oh, it can't be. It wasn't until after he held the gems in his hand that he noticed the stain on the envelope's corner. Who sent the mysterious letter, and what more does it contain? How have 3 small amethysts shaken our hero? And where is Elven? We'll have the latest chapter of the Violet Haze next week, from the Nightly Scroll. Ah, we've gotten so many clues, you can tell who it's from, right? Says Balara. Neve, you're assuming writers play fair. Oh, it's being serialized every week or so. You gotta keep waiting. Dogtown Intel, the place itself. People say the same things about this place. It's on the docks, no kidding. And full of dark alleys. A place to disappear. Tourists say it's full of magic. And we've got our share, but compared to most of the city, there's fewer mages here. 'Cause it's poor! Mages don't tend to be poor here. You want more? Best places to eavesdrop? Where to find secrets? Gossip? You want something found? That's why you came to me. How about the best view? There's a morning mist, and when the daylight hits, if you know the right angle, it glows like silver. I can tell you the cat with a frog croak mews like scraps, and where to buy the best bread. You want to laugh? I've got leads on a good show. A sad song? Well, it's your heart to break. Neve. It's her home. She has a lot of feelings about her home. Fair enough. Oh, I have skill points too. Yeah, I've just sort of been doing whatever. Should I get close to... explosives? Dancing. Punishing, devastating melee blows, I feel like I'd like that, but I didn't do anything on this side yet. Maybe I should start going back on this side. How do I go? Hurricane of Blades? Decisive Finale. Light, 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 heavy. Okay. Unlock some new stuff. Light attack, plus 10, passive. Oh, that's not getting us closer to the... that side though, yeah. I'll work with it.